Hi Chuck, here's my 2p worth for some of the points that you raised in your video about gay marriage. First off, I know I'm not alone in this, but I'm getting pretty sick and tired of the arrogance of these Christians who seem to think that marriage belongs exclusively to them. People have been getting married long before the Christian death cult got off the ground, and they're going to continue to get married long after the Christian death cult has been consigned to its rightful place in the bin of history, alongside humanity's other shameful mistakes like slavery and genocide, both of which incidentally are endorsed in the Christian holy book. Secondly, there's the old chestnut concerning marriage for procreation. And I think you pretty much covered that. You covered marriage for heterosexuals who either can't or don't want to have children. But I think that it's also worth asking, where does this idea come from that gay people can't breed? Gay people are simply attracted to members of the same sex. We're not sterile. And, let's face it, not being attracted to somebody has never ever been a barrier to having sex with them. And in any case, a woman doesn't have to have sexual intercourse with a man in order to get pregnant. All she needs is his sperm. In any event, there are plenty of gay people who've had children, whether they're out gay people in couples or single parents, or whether they're closeted and in a heterosexual marriage. Gay people make just as good parents as heterosexuals. And finally, there's this phony facade of tolerance from some Christians that just gets right up my pipe. These Christians can try to come across and be, as compassionate and free-thinking, but I think this is belied by their use of phrases like, well, I wouldn't have a problem with it, but the Bible says. Well, the Bible says quite a few things that people in modern civilized society don't approve of. Stoning misbehaving children to death, stoning adulterers to death, taking another wife if your current one can't have children, banning women from holding any position of authority over men. The list goes on and on. And it's funny how these Christians who are so concerned about what the Bible says seem to be able to get past those particular gems without any kind of problem at all. Just doesn't wash. The opposition to gay marriage is simply bigotry. It's nothing else. Nothing more, nothing less. And to try and hide it behind some kind of moral principles is both hypocritical, because they evidently cherry-pick their moral principles, but it's also moronic, because people should be thinking for themselves and not just following orders. I'm just following orders. It wasn't an acceptable excuse at Nuremberg, and it isn't an acceptable excuse today.